What's up, tumblers? How you doing? Just checking in for a third Plotify slash video blog. Today I'll be going over our last game against BYU in BYU. First round in the MPSF playoffs. Number one BYU um, faces off faces off against number 14 in the nation UHY. Um, Pretty one-sided kind of game going into it. People across the nation thought that we were going to get absolutely swept, and so did I, frankly. But no, we went in. We fought in their home gym, one of the loudest gyms I've ever been in. It was pretty crazy. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, 1 versus 8. If we would have won, or we ended up losing, sorry. If we would have won, it would have been the first in NCAA history. Um, yeah, it would have been the biggest upset in NCAA volleyball history. Um, a little bit of information about BYU. Ben Patch, the freshman of the year, their opposite, is going on his Mormon mission for the next 2 years, so he won't be on the team, which is good for us, but very bad for them. They got the new Canadian coming to the team. The number one recruit from Canada is going to BYU as well. They have another outside hitter who is pretty spectacular. His name is Taylor Shander. Him and Ben Patch will be competing, or will be playing training on the U.S. national team, the senior team this year, and hopefully try and get a spot to go to Rio in 2016. So BYU, after us, they played number 3 ranked Long Beach at BYU. Another 5-setter with BYU prevailing again. So what happens now is BYU goes to play in the no, it goes to play against who did they play against? Oh, Penn State in the NCAA semifinals, and Irvine, who got the large bid because they lost to Long Beach, um, since they were the highest ranked team that got knocked out. They get to play Loyola Chicago, who is making their very first NCAA appearance ever. Usually Ohio State has that spot, but choked in the final against Loyola. Um, so, so yeah, that's the road for the guys who beat us. During the game is pretty intense. A lot of different things were going on. In San Diego, in the fifth set, I got moved to the left side. And in BYU we stayed there with Taylor Averill swing on the opposite, but also taking some swings down the middle, just coming in transition and calling it. And then me and Jace were the outside hitters. So the match kind of went on, and this match was pretty hard to let go since the ending was such a controversial call. So what happened was we're in the fifth set. It's 13-14 for no 4 yeah 13-14 for BYU. One of their outsiders, Jose Rivera from Puerto Rico, rips the serve. I overpass it. One of the middles off their team hammers the overpass. Our lone senior, cheap, digs it off the bicep. Perfect dig. Our setter goes up, has to T-set it because it's tight to the net, and Jace Olson swings for the kill. 14-14. We're all stoked. I'm going back to serve, and the down ref comes over and starts talking to the head ref, kind of talk, and next thing you know it, BYU gets the point and wins the match. Our center Joby was called over the net because he crossed the plane of the net when he went to set it, and yeah, it was a pretty. It actually looks like it was the right call, but just bad timing for us, I guess. it's pretty hard to swallow since we were that close to taking out the #1 seed in the nation. But you can't. You do what you do, and we'll come back harder next year. We only lose our libero Cheap, Matthew Cheap, and we're bringing some good recruits, so we'll be pretty good next year.
Thanks for tuning in.